In an unexpected turn of events, a series of resurfaced bikini photos allegedly featuring actress Susan Dey have stirred controversy online, reigniting public debates around personal privacy, public image, and generational differences in standards of modesty. Best known for her role as Laurie Partridge in the beloved 1970s television series The Partridge Family, Susan Dey has maintained a private life since stepping away from the spotlight in the 2000s. However, the emergence of these images, whether recent or archival, has sparked intense reactions across social media platforms. The photos in question, shared anonymously on several fan forums and later circulated more widely, depict Dey in various beach settings. Some users were quick to criticize the images, calling them too provocative or inappropriate for someone considered a family TV icon. Others, however, have pushed back against the backlash, arguing that the outrage reflects outdated attitudes and unrealistic expectations placed on women in the public eye, particularly those from older generations. Commentators from both sides have engaged in passionate debates. Critics argue that Dey, given her status as a once wholesome TV star, should uphold a more conservative image, even in private. On the other hand, defenders point out that being photographed in swimwear is not inherently offensive, and that shaming someone for such images reinforces double standards that continue to affect women in Hollywood and beyond. Adding to the discussion is the question of consent. It remains unclear whether Susan Dey authorized the release of these photos, or if they were taken and shared without her approval. If the latter, the controversy deepens into an issue of personal rights and media ethics. Privacy advocates have stressed that regardless of public perception, individuals, including celebrities, deserve control over how and when their images are shared. Despite the stir, Susan Dey herself has remained silent. Known for her reclusive nature and desire to stay out of public drama, it is unlikely that she will address the situation publicly. This silence has led many to defend her even more passionately, urging others to respect her autonomy and focus on her legacy as a talented actress who contributed to television history. Ultimately, the incident raises larger questions. Should past roles define a person forever? Are societal standards shifting fast enough to reflect respect for personal choice? And at what point does public curiosity cross the line into intrusion? As the discussion continues to unfold, one thing remains clear: Susan Dey's name may have returned to headlines, but the real issue is less about a bikini and more about how society treats women, especially those who once lived in the spotlight but chose to step away. In a world still navigating privacy, fame, and fairness, perhaps it's time to move the conversation forward with more empathy and less judgment.